Hi folks, welcome back to Raakesh's iWave Lab, a Techno Hub channel for placement training. In this today's session, we are going to discuss about security model. In the security model, we are going to discuss about the second one. So it's called application level security. Actually, security model is of two types. One is going to be system level security. The other one is called application level security. So last session, I discussed about system level security, right? We created user IP range, and then IP range can be accessed using profile and all those stuff we have done with earlier session. But in today's session, we are going to discuss about application level security. In the application level security, so it is sort of three types. The application level security is sort of three types. So which is been split out, which has been classified into object level security, field level security, and record level security. So application level security has been classified into three types. One is going to be object level security, field level security, and record level security. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about object level security. Before getting into object level security, first of all, we should know what is application level security. Application level security, Salesforce controls and restricts what a user can edit, delete, and view the values of the fields of an object. So on the object, you enter some values, right? You show some values. Here it helps, it restricts the user, control the user to edit, delete, and view the values of the field on the object, for which we go for an application level security. So you open the application, you enter some data there. When you try to enter some data, unwanted data will be restricted. For restriction, for editing, right, for changing, you will not be allowed, you will be restricted. For that is called as an application level security. In application level security, the Salesforce gives, that is the application level security, Salesforce gives profile, permission set, roles, sharing, owner, role hierarchy, right? Role, creating roles, role hierarchy, organization by default, and sharing rules. These are all possible, right? These all we can able to do with application level security. So with respect to application, you're going to create a profile, you're going to create a custom profile. What is permission set? Permission is going to be special type of permission which you're going to give to the particular user. Similarly, you're going to create the roles, you're going to share the roles, you're going to specify the owners, right? You're going to create the role hierarchy here, and then coming to organization by default. So then we're going to, on the top of organization by first, we're going to create the organization by default on a particular object, whether you're going to make it as private, public, or that you're going to give it. After that, on the top of organization by default, you're going to create a sharing rule. With the help of sharing rule, so only to the specific users, the particular records will be shown. Only the particular user, the records will be assigned, and they can able to have an access. They will have an access to it, right? These all things we're going to discuss in the application level security. So controlling the data access with the Salesforce platform. So what object can a user see? So what object the user can able to see? That comes under object level security. So already I told you application level security is being split into, is being classified into three types. One is called object level security, field level security, and record level security. Here, so now we are going to discuss about object level security. What object can the user see? So like what object user can able to see? It's like a candidate, position, offer, accounts, right? So likewise, for which what we require object permission. If we have object permission only, you can able to create an object. Otherwise, you will not be able to create an object, right? So likewise, what either can be custom object or can be a system object, or right, anything you require a permission to either to view or to create or to edit. Any permission is required here. Similarly, when it comes to field, right? If to create a field, also we require a field permission. What fields those objects can a user see? Inside the object, we are going to have the field. What kind of fields you're going to see here? So like first name, last name, phone number, title, salary, date of birth, right? Amount, then salary increment, status, yes or no fields, and all those stuff you're going to have there. So that is, so in case when you enter something on the field has to be evaluated, right? That is called field level permission, right? So this is going to be the second one, second type. Whereas coming to third type, which record should be hidden by default? By default, which record has to be hidden? So that there comes a record-wide security. When in case we want to hide a particular record, right? Others should not see. Right? In that case, you can make it as private or read only. So these things can be done with organization-wide default. Right? These things can be able to done with the organization by default based on the role hierarchy. Right? Your higher officials can able to view all the records, they can edit it, but still you does not want to make them edit, does not want to make them see. Those permission sets can be what is that restricted with respect to organization by default. Right? The fourth one is what exception should we make? So when they try to access it, what exception you're going to give it? So at the same time, so there is going to be on the royal hierarchy, we are going to give the sharing rules. So when I give the sharing rules, right, either can be a hierarchical, can able to create the sharing rules with the subordinates, only those files or those fields, those objects can be shared to only those particular users. Otherwise, for the remaining user, it cannot be. Right? So these are all the sharing rules that we are going to discuss. These are the controlling the data. So here what we do, basically we are going to control the data. So anyway, object, inside the object, we're going to have a field. Inside the field, we're going to have a record. What is a record? Record is nothing but a collection of data. So here we're going to restrict the data in different manner, different levels. We try to restrict the data. So how we are going to restrict the data, whether we're going to make it as public, private, or read only. So likewise, we are going to make the data accordingly. We are going to give an access specified. That is like accessibility. We are going to specify the accessibility here, right? So here in this session, we are going to discuss about different types of security here with respect to application level security. The first one is object level security. Now coming back to object level security. What is object level security? So object level security in Salesforce is done at the profile level by setting the permissions for the object. So it has been done at the profile level by setting the permission set on the object. So where we are going to set the permission set, we are going to set the permission set on the object, right? So the thing is that first we require an object, and so the Salesforce object level security is done in the profile level. So on the profile level, we are going to specify the permission set. We can prevent the user to edit, create, or delete or view of a record in the object set. So here, what we can do, we can prevent the user to edit or create or delete or view of a record in the object. So that we are going to do with the object level security. Whereas coming to next one is field level security. The field level security, user can't access certain things in the object. So he can also, like somebody will have all access, somebody will have only certain fields to access. We try to restrict the particular user can able to view or edit or do only certain fields, not more than that. Whereas coming to object, we try to give access permission, either edit, delete, view permission be given. Here only certain fields would be allowed to access, right? Whereas coming to record level security. So the record level security, right, grant user access. We tend to grant user access to on objects to on object records and not all, right? We grant the user to access certain records on a particular object, right? Whereas coming here, record level security. Inside the object, we have fields. So inside the fields, we are going to have a records, right? So there we are going to grant access to the user, only certain records can be accessed by the particular user. So in that record level sharing, right, or security can be done here. Record level sharing or security is being done by organization by default or organization by sharing setting, role hierarchy, sharing rules, manual rules, and Apex managing sharing. So in here, record level security, we are not going to discuss about Apex managing sharing. That goes with the coding that you're going to do it in PD1. The remaining things we will tend to do object organization by sharing setting, role hierarchy, and sharing rules. We are going to go with it, right? So now, but in this section, we are going to elaborately discuss about object level security. So that too, in object level security, so with object level security has been done with the respect to profile and permission set, right? It goes with the profile. Here we're going to see how to create a profile, and then we are going to see how to create a permission set, custom permission set, custom profile. Now let me get into elaborately about the object level security. So when it comes to object level security, object level permission. So first of all, so when you want to access the object, you require a permission, right? If you don't have a permission, you will not be able to create a profile, or you will not be able to grant access, right? Anything, or else you cannot able to do any CRUD operations, right? Create, read, update, delete operation is not possible there. So object level permissions are controlled by the profile. So the object level permissions are being controlled by the profile. So the profile will decide what kind of CRUD operation can be performed by the user on the object. So the profile will decide what kind of operation the user can perform. Whether he can perform read operation, he can perform write operation, or he has the create operation, update operation, delete operation. So who is going to decide? The profile is going to decide, right? So now, for example, we have Salesforce profile, right? We have Salesforce license, but we have Salesforce license. The profile is going to be system administrator profile. So system administrator, if it is going to be system administrator, he has all the access. He can able to create, delete, update, right? Read, everything can have, but certain profiles will not have any access, right? Only for some profile will go with only read access. For some profile will go only with write access. Depends, right? So based on the access level, right? Then only you can perform the operations on the particular object, right? Now see the example here. We have a customer object, right? So now we have a customer object. Create a custom object called customer. Okay, the fields are going to be like this, like name, last name, first name, phone, city, right? So city is going to be pick list. So now create a tab for an object, create a profile recruiter. Then you're going to, what is that? You're going to grant, read, create access on the customer object. So now you're going to create an object here. After creating an object, you're going to assign this object on the particular tab of the app. So then you're going to create a profile as a recruiter profile, right? And then you're going to give an access, right? Grant access. What is the grant access you're going to give? You're going to give read, create access on the customer object. Grant, read, create access on the customer object. Create a user with recruiter profile and see what operation can be performed on the customer. So you're going to create a user with the profile, recruiter profile, and you're going to see what operation can be performed on this particular object called customer. So here we're going to create an object and we're going to grant access permission, right? If, we're going to create a profile and then we're going to grant access permission, like a read permission, create permission, all this on this particular object. Then we're going to create a user with recruiter profile and see what operation we can able to perform here, right? So now first topic here actually in the object level security is profiles. Now let me see what is a profile. As I already told you, profile in Salesforce is a collection of settings. What is profile? Profile is nothing but a collection of settings and permissions, right? Profiles, you can go to a profile, you can see a lot of setting operations will be there, right? And then it will have a permission. So you can, if you enable it, then what happens? You can able to accordingly, you can able to react accordingly, right? So that profile contains a lot of this collection of settings and permission that defines how a user can access the record. The profile tells how the user can access the record, right? Using profile, we can assign field level security for objects, user permission, field, tabs, and so on. Using profile, we can assign the field level security. Using the profile, we can assign the field level security also on the objects or user permission, field, tabs, and settings, and so on. So profile is nothing but it's a collection of settings, so and permissions, so that define how the user can access the record. What is profile? Profile is nothing but a collection of settings and permission where the user can access the record, right? So, and also it contains a field level security for objects, user permission, fields, tabs, settings, and so on. Everything will be there. So what does profile will control? Actually, I told you it is the what is it? It is a group of collection of settings, right? Now, what the profile would control here? Profile in Salesforce control the following. What is the page layout? It controls the page layout. So which page layout the user has to see, right? The profile will control. On the profile page, you can see earlier also I showed you the page layout. When I was teaching page layout, you have to go through the profile and then you can able to view the page layout, right? So similarly, right, field level security, using field level security, we can restrict the user to create, read, edit, and delete fields, right? That we're going to discuss later. So for the field level security, we are going to go with profiles. For custom app, which standard and custom app the user can view. So tabs, which tab the user can view. Record type, which record types are available for the user. So login IP and Salesforce login hours restriction can be made using using the profile, right? We can able to use that is made to the user, right? So we even yesterday we discussed like last section we discussed about the IP range, and then we discussed about the login hours. All those stuff can also be access can be what is it? We can able to set using the profile, right? So everything is being accessed. We won't be restricted by it with the help of the profile or by the profile. Everything will be accessed or restricted only through the profile. It will be done by the profile. Got it? Now let me get into how to create a profiles. But before getting to create a profiles, right? But we have to see what is the different profiles in Salesforce. What are the different profiles available in Salesforce? There are two types of profiles in the Salesforce. One is going to be standard profiles. The other one is called custom profile. So there are two types of profiles available in Salesforce. That is called standard profile. The other one is called custom profile. Standard profile has been taken care by the Salesforce itself. So we are not going to be able to create. We will not be able to create anything, or else we cannot able to rename, edit, or delete. This is not possible with respect to standard profile. Standard profile in Salesforce are defaultly created with the force.com, which cannot be renamed or deleted. We are not going to create it. It has been created by the Salesforce. Got it? Whereas coming to custom profile, right? So we are going to create it. The standard profiles are used more frequently in SDFC. Or what are the standard profiles which use most frequently? Already I told you, system administrator. So he is a super user and can customize every application in the organization. He has all access, grant access, right? The next one is standard user. Standard user can able to view, edit, and delete their own records. So the standard user, normal user, standard user can able to view, read, and delete of his own record. Your next one is read only. So you'll be allowed to view, that's all, not more than that. Solution manager can customize the standard user permission, publish the solution and solution categories. So right, all these things can be managed. And solution manager will try to give a solution to the customer, right? You can customize the standard user permission, right? Permission, publish the solution, solution categories, right? All these things is going to give the solution. Marketing user can import organization leads of all standard user permission. Marketing user, he will try to import all the leads so that the leads will be given to the salesperson, so that accordingly, based on the lead, they'll try to convert into an opportunity, right? And then contract manager will try to edit the contract, approve the contract, activate the contract, delete the contract. All these things can be done with the help of a standard user permission, right? So custom profile. So these are all the standard profiles like contract manager, marketing user, right? All these things comes as standard profile under the standard profile, right? These are the standard, whereas custom profiles. So custom profiles in Salesforce are defined by the user. These profiles can be edited and deleted. Whatever has been done by customly by the owner or by the administrator, it can be deleted or can be edited. Got it? The custom profiles in Salesforce are defined by the user. These profiles can be edited or deleted. The custom profiles in Salesforce are defined by the user. These profiles can be edited or deleted. Got it? So it is one-to-many relationship between profile and the user. So relationship between the user and the profile, it is a one-to-many relationship between the profile and the user. A profile can have many users, but user must have only one profile. A profile, that is, a profile can have many users, but user can have only one profile. For every user, there can be only one profile. Click on views users to check the list of users attached to the profile. In case you want to view the users which has been assigned to the particular profile, then you click on view users to check the list of users attached to the profile, right? So now, before creating a new profile, customize how the profiles are viewed, right? And now we are going to create a custom profile. So now, in order to create a custom profile, again you go to setup, then enter the go to the setup, then go to quick find box. Under this, you're going to type profile, right? The moment you profile, before that we have to enhance the profile user interface. to, if it is disabled, we have to enable it. Set the any profile user interface to disable, right? First we have to disable it, then if it is enabled, we have to disable it. After disabling it, right, for which what you do, you have to select the user management settings and then set enhanced profile user interface should be disabled, right? After disabling, now what you do, you go to gear up icon, set up users in profile. You want to select the profiles from the list of profiles, find the standard user or whatever profiles you want it, clone it by giving some other name and save it. That's how we are going to create a profile. Got it? So that's how we're going to create a profile. Again, we go to setup under quick find box, we're going to type profile on the profile. So you're going to, so the moment you select the, click on the link, the profile link, take the profile, then you click new, so that it will ask you to select the profile, the template. You're going to select the template and you're going to give the new name for the profile and then click on save button. The profile will be created with the help of the template, right? Now let me see. Now let me get into a demo, right? So now I've already logged into a production environment by using login.salesforce.com. I have logged into login.salesforce.com by entering my credentials. Now I am going to setup page here. Now I'm going to setup page here. Got it? So now what I have to do? I have to create a profile. I have to create a profile, right? So here I have to create a profile. So now what I have to do, right? Before that, we have to make sure that we have to select the user management settings and enhance the profile user interface to disable. So select the user management settings. Now you type user management settings. So now you have user management settings. You click on user management settings, right? Enhance profile user interface, we have to disable. So when I click on user management profile settings, right? Here, enhance profile user interface. See here, it is disabled. So if it is disabled, leave it, right? Enhance profile user interface, it is disabled, right? When I make it, then it will be in a green color, it will be enabled. Again, I'm disabling here. Enhanced profile user interface should be disabled. Now it is in disable mode. Fine now. Now what we have to do? Again, you have to click on home, remove this, remove the user. Now what we do? So if it is disabled, it's well and good. If it's not disabled, we have to disable it. Right? Now I'm going to enter profiles. Right? I'm going to create a new profile. Now click on profiles now. Now click on profiles now. Right? So now the list of profiles are available. What are they? Like analytical cloud integration user, analytical cloud security user, analytical authenticated website, charter Excel user, charter free user, charter moderate user, contract manager, cross org data proxy user, custom marketing profile, custom sales profile. So likewise, so on. We have so many profiles here, right? What I'm going to do? I'm going to create a new profile. What I'm going to do? I'm going to create a new profile. In order to create a new profile, I have a button in the top left corner. We have a button called new profile. On the top left corner, we have a button called new profile. I'm going to click on new profile. I'm going to click on new profile. I'm going to create a existing, which profile I'm going to use? I'm going to use an existing profile, right? So like for example, I'll use system administrator profile and I'm going to create a new profile called, the profile name existing profile is going to be system administrator profile. I'm going to take it because he has all access. I'm going to have that profile and I'm going to say HR manager. I'm going to create a new profile called HR manager. Let me click on save. Let me click on save. Right. So this is how we want to create a profile. Now a new profile called HR manager has been created. Now see here, this license is Salesforce license, right? So like system administrator is the profile, that template has been taken for HR manager. So both system administrator and HR manager all in the same profile, the same whatever HR system administrator can do, the HR manager can also do. Likewise, we can able to create a profile. See, in this is a profile page. Now this profile page for the user, that is for profile called HR manager. You can see the page layout section is there. So you can manage your page layout here and field level security and then custom app settings, right? And tab settings. Just now I told you all these things will be available. Then record type settings here, right? All these things will be managed inside the profile. Administrative permissions, and you have given permission set here, right? Then we have a standard object permission, read, write, edit, delete, view, all, modify, right? For each and every object here, you can able to see. right? Then we have custom object permissions, right? And so then for desktop integration, client, session settings, password policies, login hours, these things we have discussed in the earlier section, right? Login IP range, right? And then enable Apex classes, enable Visual for page, right? Enable external data access, right? These things we are going to discuss later in the PD1, but not now, right? With respect to, especially with respect to Visual Force page, Apex class access, all this stuff, we are going to discuss only on the PD1. So now what we understood that, right, if we go to profile page, I can have all the permissions here, right? All the informations about the permissions and other information will be here on the profile page. That's what we understood. Now here, up to here, we understood how to create a profile. For creating a profile, we are going to use a template of folder profile, and then we are going to create a profile. Now we have created a profile called HR manager. We have created a profile called HR manager, right? So now I've cloned it and then finally I've saved it. Now create a profile called HR manager. This is what I've done. I've clicked on new profile. I've entered the system manager, administrator, and profile name manager profile is created, and I've saved. While seen on the HR recruiter profile page, then click edit. Now creating a custom, that is scroll down the custom object permission and change the basis access for each object to reflect the table below. Click save. Now while still on the HR recruiter page, then click edit, right? Scroll down the custom object permission and change the basic access for each object to reflect the table below, and then you have to click on save. Now what you have to do, you have to scroll down, right? So now you have to click on edit. So you have to go now HR profile, HR manager should have all the access to the custom object, right? Should have all the access, it should have an access to the custom object and app here. Now make sure now this is a custom app, right? All the apps by default is enabled, right? If it is not there, you try to enable it, right? If it is not there, now recruitment app has a visibility here, right? And do we have any other custom apps here? No, we have only pharma app. So these two apps have been enabled, right? And whereas coming to tab settings also likewise, you scroll down, go down, right? You have administrative permissions here. You can see all the permissions will be given here. If you want to enable or disable, accordingly you can enable or disable here. And coming to general user permissions, right? These are the standard object permission which has been given. Permission has been given access, all the access permission given on standard object. Whereas coming to custom object, see here for the custom object also, because it has a system administrator profile. See, by default, if it is not there, we have to enable it, right? After it, now it has been enabled. Now click on save. So now we have to go to edit option and then you have to try provided if it is not permission is not given, that is now we have to enable the permission, right? We have to enable the permission. Got it? So now thing is that creating custom profile, what is it? So these are the objects, right? That is the custom profile object. On candidate, what are the permission we are giving? Create, recreate, read, create, exit, delete, right? But here, for candidate, you cannot able to delete. Similarly, for interviewer, here all the permissions has been given. For job application, read, create, edit, delete, everything is possible. For job posting, everything is possible. Job posting sites, everything is possible. For position, it is possible, right? Everything is possible, right? But only except delete. For reviews, everything is possible, right? So likewise, you're going to give the profiles here, right? I think guys, you would have understood about profiles. I think guys, you would have understood about the profile. Profile is nothing but it's a place where you can have all the permissions. You're going to have permission. You're going to give permissions to all the objects, right? To access all the objects, we are going to give the permission here, right? So there is a place where you're going to maintain all the permissions. You're going to maintain all the objects. You're going to give them group of permissions here. That is what all about profile. Whereas now coming to next topic is permission set. Already we have permission set, but you want to create a special permission. In case you want to create a special permission, that case what you do, you have to create a permission set. Already we have a permission, fine. So we have two users like administrator and then we have HR manager. We have all the permission, whatever Salesforce administrator has the permission, the same permission will be had by the HR manager. But I want to give a special permission to HR manager. Whereas sales administrator, whereas the administrator should not do it, right? I want to give special permission to HR manager, whereas the sales system administrator should not do. So that is what we're going to create a permission set. That is what we're going to give a permission set. We're going to assign it to the profile, right? That we're going to discuss now. Now let me see what is a permission set. Permission set is an Salesforce extended user functional access without changing their profile. It's a collection of setting and permission. It is a collection of setting and permission without changing any access, right? Without changing their profile or without normally what we have to do, we have to change the profile and then we have to give additional access without changing the profile, right? For both of them, the profile will be same, right? Without changing anything on the profile, I am going to give a special permission or access here, right? So it is a collection of settings and permission. So it is a permission set are used to provide additional permission to user who are already in the profile. We can control the access of the object, right? Just now I told you it's an additional permissions which is being provided to a particular user, right? Who are already in a profile. We can control the access of the object, right? The difference between permission set and a profile is every single user will have only one profile, but using permission set, user will have multiple permission sets and zero permission set, right? So the profile for the user, there will be only one profile, but there will be multiple permission sets, right? So many permission sets, multiple permission sets or zero permission sets will be given to the user, right? Now say for example, we have two users, user one, user two, will have the same profile called system administrator. Just now I showed you, right? We have same like system administrator is called user one and HR manager is the user two. Both have same profile, right? Whatever system administrator has, because I've cloned it, right? Whatever system administrator has, the same will be had by HR manager also. They will be had by HR manager also. So requirement is that the user one must have the access to the marketing app. Like I told, HR manager should have an access to the marketing app. And both the user have same profile, marketing app is accessible for the both users. Normally, when I give access to the marketing app, both the user can able to access, but I don't want system administrator to access. Only HR manager should access it. So, but user one also should have an access, but here in the marketing, to my knowledge, according to my thing, right? Only HR manager should access it. So, creating a new profile and accessing to the giving access to user one is not a solution. But what we do? So again, what we have to do? I have to create a new profile, right? I have to give an access to that. That will not work out. But for which, what I'm going to do? I'm not going to touch anything on the profile, right? Directly, I'm going to create a permission set and give access to the only HR manager. I'm going to create. What is the permission set? Permission set is nothing but a special type of permission which will be created and it will be assigned to the user. Only that user can able to access that particular permission set, not the other user. Even though same permission is being assigned to other users already by default, right? But this is a special type of permission which is given to a particular user. That's all. Got it? So we have to understand that a permission set is nothing but a special type of permission given to the particular user. Special type of permission given to the particular user, right? So now, for example, permission set. For example, sales manager who also runs local marketing campaign, who need access to both the sales app and the marketing app, but not all the sales managers need to access the marketing app. So here the sales manager runs the local marketing campaign who needs access to both the sales app and the marketing app, but not all the sales managers need to access the marketing app. So right, only to a particular profile I want to give it, only to a particular user. I would give it to the specific sales manager, a marketing permission sets on the top of the sales manager profile. So they can access the marketing app. I'm going to give a special permission to only to the sales manager, right? On the top of the that is the sales manager marketing permission set on top of the sales manager profile. On the top of the sales manager profile, I'm going to give a special permission set that is called marketing permission, so that he only has an access to the marketing app, but not by the another user, but not by the another user. Got it? So we have local marketing. So like sales manager who also runs a local marketing campaign, who need the access to the both sales app and marketing app, but not the sales managers need to access the marketing app. I want already all sales managers are there, right? I want to create a marketing app and then I want to give a I'm going to create a special permission. I'm going to give only to certain sales manager, not for all the sales managers, right? This marketing app can be accessed only by the particular sales manager, for which we're going to create a permission set. For which we're going to create a permission set. Now, here we're going to discuss about how to create a permission set. Creating a new permission set for system administrator. For setup, you have to go to the setup and enter the permission set in the quick find box, and then click on permission set, then click on new and enter the label marketing manager, and then click on save, right? So that you're going to click on save. Then create a permission set, recruiter permission, go to object settings, right? Enable read, write, read, edit, delete custom object, assign the permission set to the Wilson, and check the access to the on the object, right? So like what you're going to assign this to the particular user. You're going to create a permission. So again, and tell you go to new permission set from the system or create a new permission set for system administrator from the setup. Enter the permission quick pen box, select the permission set, click on new button, enter the details. Right, like enter the field label called marketing manager and click on save. Now create a permission set called recruiter permission. You're going to create a permission set called recruiter permission. Go to object settings and enable read, edit, delete on customer object, only particular customer. Assign the permission set to the Wilson and check the access of the object. This is what we're going to do with the permission set. So now you're going to enter marketing manager here. After this, so license, you're going to leave it blank. Don't type any license. You're going to create a permission set and then click on save. After saving it, right? So now you're going to click on permission set, click on new, and then here you're going to enter the marketing manager, right? All those information you're going to enter, and then you're going to click on save, right? After saving, right? Now what you do, you have to set the accessibility for the permission set. Click the assign app in the app section, then click the edit button. You have to click on assign app, it will take you to the edit, that will take you to the marketing manager page here, and then you can click on edit, take you edit, then so the permission set whom you're going to assign, on which app you're going to assign, that you have to enable. And then after that, you're going to say that is your selection was saved here, click on OK. Once you click, your selection has been saved here, and then you have to close it. Right now, so this marketing manager app will be assigned only to this particular, this marketing manager permission set will be assigned only to the insurer app. Right? So we're going to create a permission set. Again, I'll tell you, I'm going to create a permission set. So again, for this, I'm going to enter permission set, click on it. It will take you to this page, then click on new button. Then after this, it will take you to this page, right? You're going to enter the marketing manager label, API name, and then you're going to click on save. After saving, then what happens? Then set the accessibility for the permission set. We have to set the accessibility for the permission set. For which, what do you do? Again, on the permission page, right? You have assign app. You have to click on that and go to click on edit button, and then you have to give a permission set option to who, right? To which app you're going to select it, and you're going to save it. Right? After saving it, right? The permission set has been given to the particular permission set called marketing manager has been given to the particular app here, right? So like assigning permission set to the appropriate user. Click the manage assignment button to assign the marketing manager permission set to user called Raakesh Kumar, so that he can use the Insure app and can market the insurance product. Right now, it has to be assigned to the particular user, right? So now you have to, on the top, you have a marketing assignment button there. You have to click that, and then you have to set the user permission set to a particular user, and so that he can able to access the app and he can use the market the insurance product, right? So now click on manage assignment, click on add assignment, select the user, click on assign button. After assign, now here on the top I told you manage assignment will be there. You click on that, right? And then you click on add assignment. After you're going to select the user here, add as assign, then click on assign button, so that now the permissions that market manager has been assigned to one user will be done. Right, this is the permission set has been created. Right, so now everything is set. User Raakesh Kumar has an access to Insure the app, access to Insure app, which other would not. Using permission set for this user, you can access using permission set for this use case made easy to grant additional access to Insure app, and other user will not. Right, basically now Abhinav Kumar only can able to access the Insure app, not other user cannot be able to access it. That too, there's particular permission set, right? Not other users cannot be accessed. this permission set. Got it? So this is all about permission set. So now test the permission set by logging to salesforce.com. Go to the app launcher on the quick find box, enter the Insure app, and you can get the Insure app here, right? So now you're going to click on Insure app. Now let us get into demo. We're going to get into demo. It's nothing but we are going to discuss about the permission set. This is the permission set demo. So before getting into permission set, first we have to check whether the users are available or not. We have to check whether there is only one user. So I need one more user. I have to create a user now. So what should I do now? I'll go to user. I'll go to on the quick find box. I'm going to type user. Then click on user. Click on user. Right. I'm going to click on user. So already I've clicked on user. It is the user page now. Now I have to click on new user. I have to click on new user. And I'm going to create a new user, right? The user name is called Anirudh, right? And last name is Rajeshekar, right? And Raj, so that the email address is going to be same, but I'm going to change the username and at iWave.com, right? And I'm going to change the nickname as Ani, right? And so whereas coming here, the role is going to be VP marketing, and the user license is going to be Salesforce, and the profile, right? I'm going to create. So I'm going to select the profile now, right? So it is going to be a standard user or solution manager. By default, these are the profiles available, right? So, like for example, I can go ahead with the system administrator profile for you, right? I can go with the system administrator profile for it. So either I have to create a profile and I have to assign it, right? As of now, I have not created any profile. I'll go with system administrator profile. Make it active. Scroll down, right? So then now I'm going to change my time zone. It is going to be Greenwich Mean Time. It's going to be Kolkata, right? And then local time zone is English India. So Bangla India is there. English India. Then language and receive approve request emails only if I am an approver. Then now here generate new password, notify user immediately, and then I'm going to click on save. So now it says that username is already exists in another Salesforce organization. So instead of Anirudh, I can give some other username now. Akash. At iWavelabs.com. I'm going to change this Akash, right? So then the remaining things going to be same thing. And then click on save. So now a new user has been created in the name of Akash. The new user has been created in the name of Akash. Right? It is updating the records, right? So once it has been done, once it is through, now a new name has been created called Akash Rajshekar has been created. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the profile. Now it is already in the user, right? Again, I'll click on user. Again, I'll click on user. So now again, here you can see Akash is there. His profile is going to system administrator. I'll click on system administrator profile. right? I have to go and edit and make sure that all your apps are visible. Now, as of now, the apps are visible, right? All the apps are visible now. Now, no problem at all. Whereas coming to custom objects, make sure that the custom objects are available. Make sure the custom objects are available. So here is a standard object. So as of now, there is no any custom object here. As of now, there is no any custom object. Only standard objects are there. We have not created any custom object in this particular user. Right? Only standard objects are available. No custom objects are available here. Anyway, I'll click on save. I'll click on save. I'll click on save now. Right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a permission set. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a permission set. Right? So before creating a permission set, and thing is that I've created the user, right? So now I have to go and check whether this particular user has to be verified, right? So that I'll click on verify account. I'll click on verify account. I'll click on the verify account. So now it is going to ask you to enter the password. I'm going to enter the password and then I'm going to give the nickname. Right, and then I'm going to click on change. My new user has been created. My new user has been created, right? And let me check whether any app is I'm able to get the app, any apps is it possible? Like we have something called Parma app. Yeah, the Parma app is enabled here, right? So now what I'll do, again, I'll go back to my main user. So now I'll go back to my main user production environment now. Now what I'll do, I have to create the permission set. I have to create the permission set. Right. So when I click on permission here, click on permission set, right? Click on permission set. So now it takes me to the permission set page now, right? It takes some time, and it shows the permission set page here. Now there is a button called new button, right? I'll click on new button. I'm going to create a new permission set now. Now say it is going to be sales manager, right? So after this, I'm going to say this session activation required. I'm going to enable this. Then I'm going to click on save. Now the permission set has been created. Now the permission set has been created. Now the permission set has been created. So because the internet speed is very little bit slow today, like take some time to get settled, right? Or to get incorporated. It takes some time really. So now the permission set has been created called sales manager. Permission set has been created, right, for the user called Raakesh Kumar. Now I'll go to assign app. I'll click on assigned app, right, and then click on edit. I'm going to assign this permission set to my app. I'm going to assign this permission set to my app. I'm going to assign this permission set to my app. Now say for example, here we have only Pharma app here. I select Pharma app, add it here to the enable app here, so that I am assigning this permission set to this app called Pharma app. Got it? So I am assigning this permission set to my Pharma app. After doing this, like do we have any other app here? No, we don't have. Only this app is there. Then I'm going to click on save. I'm going to click on save. I'm going to click on save. So now this particular sales manager has been linked with the Pharma app now. Now again, I have to go to manage assignment. Now go to the manage assignment, then click on add assignment, and you have to add the user. You have to assign the user. So the assign the user in the sense it is Raakesh Kumar. I'm going to select, right, and I'm going to say assign. I'm going to assign. So this particular user has been assigned for this permission set called sales manager. The permission set sales manager has been assigned to this user called Raakesh Kumar, right? This permission set has been assigned to Raakesh Kumar. So now I've already created the permission set. I've first created the user and I verified the user. Then what I did, I went to profile of the user and checked whether all the app is enabled. Then come back to my original, that is original login. There I've created the permission set. After creating the permission set, right, and assign the app, right, I have after creating the permission set, I've selected assign app and I've assigned the permission set to a particular app. After that, then I went to manage user and I selected the user, assigned this permission set to the user now, right? So this permission set has been assigned to the user now. Now it is done. Now I have to go and check, right? Now I have to go and check. So again, I have to go and check. So now what I'll do, I'll go to the particular user, right? I'll go to this particular user. See, now check it whether this app belongs to Raakesh Kumar or not. Yes. Now this app belongs to Raakesh Kumar, right? Now what I'll do, I'll refresh it. Now to check it, right? So that you have to make sure this particular app is this particular app is available or not, right? I have to go and I have to work on this particular app. So now Raakesh Kumar, right? This is a Raakesh Kumar production environment. Now click on app launcher. Now click on app launcher and then type Pharma app. Select the Pharma app. It will take you to the Pharma app. So now this Pharma app has been assigned to the sales manager, right? Now this Pharma app has been assigned to the sales manager, right? So it takes me to the Pharma app, but as of now there is no objects here. We have not created any objects as of now here in this particular org, in this particular production environment. In case you want, you can create any objects and then you can make use of this, right? So this is how. So we should understand this how. Now see here, we have come to Pharma app and we are able to see all the records, right? We can able to add the what is it? I can click on accounts, right? So or I can go with all accounts. I can able to see all the account details like this, right? I'm able to work on the Pharma app now, right? So because now what do we understand? Like we have created the proper permission set, and the permission set has been assigned to the particular app. It has been assigned to the particular app, and the user is also assigned. So I have logged in through that user details, and then I can able to access the app. Through that app, I can make use of this objects with the help of a permission set. Got it? So now again I'll go back to my slides. Again I'll go back to my slides now. So finally, like finally we are into this. Finally, so like what I said like earlier. So I went to, actually I have assigned to what is that? I have to test this. I have to go to app launcher, and then I have selected Insure app, and I can able to see that app here, so that the user can able to access that particular app. The user can able to access the particular app here. Got it? So this is how we're going to use a permission setting. So we have tested it. So guys, please make use of this videos and try to learn your try to learn all your topics accordingly. In case you have any doubts, you can log in. That is, you can mail me to info.iwavelabs@gmail.com, so I can clear the doubts, right? And then like please subscribe to my channel. So in case you have any doubts, you can contact 855079 Please do subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Raakesh iWave at Techno Hub channel for placement training. So in case you want to send any emails, you can send info.iwavelabs@gmail.com, and my mobile number is 855079 Please be safe. Bye bye.